Hello there, YouTubers. Well, it's the day after the white mess. We got probably 4 inches of snow here, and then when it changed over to rain and melted down to about 1 inch of just nasty, wet, heavy slush garbage. The ground, being as frozen as it was, like me, kind of is turning all this stuff into an ice skating rink. But we got the old tractor started. I have to jump start the starter on this one. It's kind of like all these, nothing around here doesn't need attention, but I'm not working on it in this cold weather. I just figured a way to make it run and keep going. While we're here, it just did the driveway. What we're going to do is we're going to putt around on the Kubota again and show you where the battery stopped on the last one, cutting that back piece off that Detroit engine. I got that off and all covered up, so we'll end up there. But while I got you here and showing you guys something, it's been showed in a past video a long time ago, but for you new people here, this is something you might want to think of. I carry all sorts of utensils and pins and stuff back here on this bar here, and you can't hurt these, you can't change these rollover bars, ROPFs or something, whatever. So what I did was just put a little bar there with 2 holes. I mean, you can do this if you got a drill and a drill press. I guess you can't see it too well. And just drill a bunch of big holes in there. This thing here is just scrap off of something else that I put the top link on there. You could put your top link on that. That's what they give you, but this might be in the way, and this is actually easier to use than what John Deere gave you. But it's just a piece of maybe 2.5 inch angle with some big holes in it, and I dropped pins down in it, put the hammer in it. You always need this here. So just something easy to make that makes your life a little bit easier when you're doing there. So what we're going to do now is I trip over this tractor tire chain that I didn't feel like putting on. We're going to buzz around the sawmill. It's almost going to be an identical movie to the one I did maybe a week ago in the last snow. Very windy, so I doubt that you'll be able to hear too much. Maybe you might be able to hear the wind in the background right now. So it's real windy. It's about 34, 35 degrees. So we're just going to buzz around. I don't have my mittens on. They're down there. So my hands are going to get cold, but we'll go for a trip. Mark showed you around his sawmill today. Why he hadn't sawing. It's just miserable. It's too slippery. You don't want to be sawmilling and slippery. Another interesting thing is, look at all the animal tracks. All the different animal tracks. Really lets you know that this place at nighttime really livens up. You can kind of tell from all the debris here, all the wind that we're getting. It's quite windy. There's my old Jeep. We showed that last week. Coming on up here. I still haven't fixed the sawdust drag. I got to get to that. Something happened there. I want to see some bear tracks. We're just passing through. It's a muddy, slippery mess. Wind must have come in from a different direction this time. Remember last time I had to clean all this nonsense off? Didn't get too much in here. Oh man, this is an ice skating rink. You can't tell, but this is freezing up bad. So there'll be no snow sawing today. All right, let's go up and we'll go by the other mill just for the heck of it. Just kind of a fill-in movie till I get something. Here we go. Old tired Jeeps. Got to get them in there with a frick. Look at all the debris. It's been really windy. It's kind of tucked away in there. sliding around a little bit, guys. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I'm in four-wheel drive too. We'll go this way. Look at all the water runoff down here. This is a swamp. Look at all the tracks. Man, the deer are just everywhere. I just saw 5 on the way up. It didn't get too bad in there. When I used to, this used to be all garden down here years ago. All garden. And the rain, when we had heavy rains, it would this all downhill would come down here and wash the garden out. Look at the animal tracks down there. I don't know what they are. They look like don't know what they are. Anyhow, you can't tell this, but there's a berm here, and all the water then I put that in from keeping the garden down here washed out, and all the water would come down here and goes down that way, and it is a major river. We'll go up there and show you what I got cut off. Sorry about the battery going dead. It wasn't in the plans. Woo! There's my weather station saying it's cold. Don't need a weather station to tell me it's cold. Open the door and my brain tells me it's cold. Only crazy people like me are out. There's the Detroit. I'll turn this thing off for a minute. Then you can hear me, but you probably get wind blown. I got that cut off. All I had to do was make it shorter, and we got that accomplished. Then we got the muffler cut off, or taken off. I think that showed that on the video I put in last night. We got this covered up. We got can you see it up there? A can. That's why I saved that one muffler clamp. That can is clamped on there, so that should stay on there. There's the old need a new tripod. The car came out really good in this mess over there. It's I wiped it off a little bit, but it dried out real good. I haven't opened it up. You can see in the back way over there, I got the generator up in case the wind and the ice storm would mess up. It's a lot easier putting it out now than it is when there's snow or in the night, so I just bought it. I got a gentleman coming over. I have this on Craigslist, coming over picking this thing up, and just something I just don't need anymore, downsizing, so he's picking it up. We'll go in a greenhouse for a minute. That's what one guy said, you ought to go in a greenhouse. I should take the tripod, but hands are too frozen now. Oh, I'll show you the driveway. We got the driveway. I don't do the driveway where the gravel is. Don't do the driveway where the gravel is because I don't like raking gravel. It's also frozen ice now. But we got down there done, and it's a mess. Just a mess. So it's pretty good to go there. Now we'll go down to the greenhouse. Got a good question for you guys. You'll have to think about it. You leave a comment in the bottom of the underneath the movie, I guess is where you leave the comments. It is chilly out here, and now I got a wind chill factor of too cold. I got the greenhouse set at 30 degrees, so it's actually going to be warmer probably in there than 30 degrees. Well, I don't know, it feels pretty warm in here compared to outside. There's no wind. It is at 45 degrees if you can kind of see that. It goes down to about 30 because I don't want these pipes over here to freeze. That's the whole purpose of keeping the heat in here, which I don't think they'll freeze. They're not warm. Anyhow, I don't know where I could set you to talk to you. I don't know if I could set you up on here. Oh, here's my wood. It hadn't lost any more weight. In fact, it's gained weight. Look at that. Yep, it's gained a little bit of weight. It should be down around there, and it's up. So that's my hickory. It's a year old now. Can you? There you go. It's a year old now. This stuff here is going on. Let's see. This wood here is 1018 of 18. That's getting real old. That's my Cadillac wood. No bark, all heartwood. Just about as dry as you're gonna. That's got that nice dry sound. You know what else it's got? When you come in here and just right, it's got attic wood smell. You guys ever go in an old attic, you get the smell of that wood that's just been cooked and cooked and cooked. That's got the attic wood thing. Anyhow, getting back to what I was going to ask you. A couple comments last night on penetrating fluid, and then one nice gentleman said, have you ever used Croil? And I said, yeah, I've used Croil. He commented back to him or replied to him, yeah, I used Croil, but I didn't like the smell of it particularly. And then the last couple times, because I was loosening those bolts on that Detroit, that's what brought that about. Anyhow, what kind of penetrating fluid, leave me a comment, what kind of penetrating fluid or nut bolt get apart because of the rust fluid do you guys like? For years I used Gibbs, and I liked it. I still like it, but I'll show you what happened. I got to go back outside. The Gibbs started being manufactured by probably someplace else other than where it was manufactured. I won't ever buy it again, because when you, where did my Gibbs go? When you press down on this thing, can't get the lid off with one hand. When you press down on it, this continues to leak, and every time you go like that, most of the time, won't do it this time because I'm telling you it's probably evaporated, but it leaks all the time. I've never had that problem before. I like these because it kind of foams up on the stuff a little bit. But anyhow, the question to you guys is, what kind of penetrating oil do you prefer? A lot of people use WD-40, and that's really a water disbursement. That's what the WD stands for. But it works, but it has a tendency to dry out really fast. The Gibbs didn't seem to dry out as fast as some of the other stuff. A lot of times I'll use diesel fuel and transmission fluid mixed together. If you see, I should have showed you when I was out there, I keep a little spray bottle of that stuff in there. I use that because it's real cheap, and it maybe keeps the rust down a bit. Can you see my kindling here? Everything's on a scale. Everything, I weigh all sorts of stuff. Anyhow, now another thing that you need to do is, if you're into the penetrating fluid and the best kind, is go over and watch, oh now I forget his name, Farm Project, oh man, Farmer Project, why didn't I write his name down? Anyhow, it's something, I think it's Farm Project, you guys probably know it, and leave a comment in there if you know his name. But he does real good comparisons with stuff. Really good. And if you're going to buy something like a chainsaw sharpener or the fizz can degreaser or whatever, stuff like that, he does super job of analyzing all different kinds and comparing them so you're going to get the best bang for your buck. He's done them on lithium batteries. He's done, I mean, he's a big YouTuber. He's got over, he might have 2 million subscribers now. That's how big he is. But Farm Project, I think, is what it is. And you should go over and take a look at his channel, and it's worth taking a look at. And so anyhow, that's about it for this one. Leave me a comment, which I'm staying in here because it's so windy outside. Not really much to see once you've seen it all. Anyhow, if you like this, hit the like button for me. Pass it on to a friend. Go visit Farm, whatever. Farm, I don't know, just interesting guy. I'm getting so senile. I should have wrote it down, but I didn't. And tell me what kind of spray lube that you prefer the best. So over and out, just trying to get something in while it's kind of crappy out. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. I said all that. See you later. Bye-bye.